Good morning.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I think I've got a legal problem.
I see. Have you been here before?
No.
No. What's your name, please?
Jane
Jane
Fitzgerald.
In 1971, when the legal service was first set up, the only way you could get legal advice was through a friendly solicitor or through the Legal Aid Committee, which was most inefficient. And it was thought in those heady Vietnam moratorium type days that there must be a better way of providing accessible sort of legal service. And so one of the ways to do it was for keen, enthusiastic law students to go and give telephone information. That was first done at the Russell Street CAB, and then another outpost was started down at 5 Osborne Avenue in 71-72. Springvale started as a fully fledged community legal centre in February 1973 and has run continuously since that time. In the early days, the legal service shared the premises with the Community Aid and Advice Bureau, which is still the same today. For the first 15 years of its operation, it was based in the old farmhouse, which had been in its years a boarding house, a farmhouse, and in 1971 became a Community Aid and Advice Bureau. That was pulled down in early 1987 for a new $1 million custom-built building, which was the first of its type in Australia.
G'day. Who's next?
Oh, it's Jane Fitzgerald.
Jane Fitzgerald, okay, thanks. Jane Fitzgerald?
Oh, it's me.
Oh, hello, Jane. This way, please.
Thanks.
If you could just take a seat in here, please, Jane. My name's Andrew George, and I'm a final year law student at Monash University. I'm not a solicitor, but my supervisor's a solicitor. I'll listen to what you've got to say and take some notes perhaps, and then I'll go and talk to my supervisor who'll give me the legal advice. So if you could just tell me why you've come down here today.
Well, there's several things. Firstly, my ex-husband hasn't been paying me child maintenance for about 6 months. And I've been ringing him, and he keeps saying to me, well, yes, it's in the mail, and nothing ever turns up. So a while ago, when I had a bit of money, I got a solicitor to give him a court order, maintenance court order. And even though I got that, there still hasn't been any maintenance. So, you know, I haven't got any money. I'm only working part-time. And a while ago I was driving along Dandenong Road and I was thinking about it, and you know, I was getting all upset and everything, and I wasn't concentrating, and I sort of smashed into the back of a car at some stoplights. So, and then while that happened, you know, before I knew it, there were police all around me, and this guy's yelling at me, calling me stupid, and you know, the police came over. They were watching, but they were having their lunch over the other side of the road, and they, of course, came over, and they weren't sympathetic at all, and they were, you know, asking me all these questions, and then the next thing I know, I get a summons to go to court about a careless driving charge. So, you know, at the same time I've got all this maintenance problem, I've got all these other problems with, you know, and the driver of the other car now wants to sue me, and I don't have any money, and basically that's about it.
All right, well, I'll take you back. We'll deal with it in the 3 bits, of, you know, about the maintenance and then the accident and then this police charge thing. So I'll take you back to the start. And you said you've got a court order, all right? Do you have a copy of that somewhere?
Yeah, I brought it with me.
Oh, good, right. We'll have a look at that later.
Okay.
Because with the court order, there are a number of options for enforcement of that maintenance that we can look at a bit later. Okay. Now you said 4 or 5 months.
That's the maintenance court order.
Okay, well, these are the quotes. Yeah. All right. Well, look, I'll take all of this. I've got some notes as well. and I'll go and have a word to my supervisor about the tactics and what advice we can give you, okay?
Great.
Be back in about 5 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
We've got 5 full-time staff here at Springvale. There are 2 casework lawyers, so-called, who run each 2 sessions per week. We've got 1 Monash lecturer or tutor who comes down to do 1 session a week. We've also got a secretary, an administrator, and finally a community project worker.
What I'm looking for is whether the student's got the full picture of what's going on, not just the immediate legal problem, because often the immediate legal problem that the student presents with, or that the client presents with, is not the real problem. It's just a means of getting in our door. So I'm looking at the student and trying to work out whether he or she has worked out whether or not there is more going on than meets the eye. We have a bit of a discussion of what the student says to be the relevant facts, and we carefully go through the process trying to work out, is this something that we as legal should be handling solely on our own, or is it more something that we should be involving other people in, say, the Bureau with, or other agencies? The process is to work through the problem, come up with some sort of solution which the student takes back to the client.
Okay, Jane, well, sorry I was a bit long there, but quite a few problems. And now, look, I've got some pamphlets here that just explain the basic outline. There's an introductory pamphlet and advice for you because you're the custodial parent, and also if you're for your pension, just gives you an outline of how it works with the Department of Social Security there, so you can have a look at those. And there's also this form which is pretty easy to fill out. Now you have to take that down to the Australian Tax Office. There's a branch at Dandenong in the hub down there, or the one in the city, I think it's in Bird Street, whichever's easier for you. And you fill that out, and you'll need to take your court order as well. It's a pretty simple form, but have a look at those. If you need any more help, just come and see us. Come back next week and see me again, and I'll give you any assistance you need, but you should be able to do that yourself. Yeah, we can arrange an interview and they can maybe suggest ways that you can go about, you know, helping yourself a bit more, getting a bit more on the side. All right then?
Thanks.
At the legal service, the community project worker, rather than attempt to solve individual legal problems, as a caseworker would do, attempts to identify, through a number of means, the common legal problems that are ripe to address on a group basis through community education. This is a vital part of the broad framework of legal aid, an education and information function, as well as direct access to the legal system. Its focus is to demystify the law and to in fact improve the community's awareness of its legal rights and its legal obligations, and to provide an avenue of access to the legal system. The project work draws heavily on the experience of the casework, and the casework provides a rather unique window on the many legal problems that the community faces. And our high caseload allows the project worker to translate some of the trends and some of the issues that arise through the casework into law reform projects.
In a rapidly changing world, Springvale Legal Service is always seeking new ways to better understand the needs of the community and provide a service which is relevant. The recent purchase of computer equipment and video production and viewing facilities provides an efficient means of ensuring the resources of the legal service remain free and easily accessible. Springvale Legal Service is fortunate to have the continued cooperation of the Monash University Law School and the Springvale Community Aid and Advice Bureau. This network will ensure that Springvale's role in the community can continue to expand, together with the improvement of its services.